This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back, everyone, to a very quiet but bullish Wednesday, October 16th. This is Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad. We have a lot to cover, just not much in the way of volume. Specifically on the SPY, we had 28 million shares traded. That's it, folks. I mean, we're talking holiday, Christmas week, Thanksgiving break type volume. But we have markets to cover. Before we jump in, I did want to share two pieces of content that are not price related. That's how slow it's been. I was able to watch a documentary on my lunch break today. But the first one, which I found last night, was JFK's peace speech at American University on June 10th of 1963. This was a few months before his assassination. Very eloquent speech about why we need peace in the world. I'll include that YouTube video so you can play it right in your browser or your email. It's quite the contrast to the type of leaders we have today. The second video is a documentary style YouTube video I found by total chance. Ryan Chapman on YouTube has a warning from history in how World War II began. I thought this was excellent. It was fairly unbiased on the beginnings of World War II and how everything was set up after World War I. And it does a really good job. So if you have 1 hour and 50 minutes to kill, I recommend both of these pieces of content. So taking a look at today, I'll cover breadth first and we'll peel this onion. We had 880 new highs versus 83 new lows across the NYSE. 76% of stocks were advancing versus 20% declining. 31% of stocks were below their respective 50-day, and 31% of stocks were below their respective 200-day. All the indices closed in the green, but the Russell 2000 led the way to the upside. Taking a quick look at mega caps, you had a kind of a mixed bag. NVIDIA led the way on the NASDAQ and S&P. NVIDIA closed the day up 3.13%. Apple was actually lagging pretty hard all day, but at the end it caught a bid. Apple closed down only 0.89%. Microsoft was down 0.63%. Google was down 0.1%. Meta was down 1.6%. Amazon down 0.43%. Tesla was the only other Mag 7 in the green, along with NVIDIA. Tesla was up 0.83%. Tech wasn't really the story today, though. When you take a look at the groups, utilities led the way to the upside, up 2.08%. Financials led second place, up 1.2%. Real estate up 1.09%. Industrials up 1.02%. Basic materials up 0.6%. Energy up 0.5%, consumer cyclicals, healthcare, then technology up 0.25%. So tech was not the leader outside of NVIDIA with its weighting. What else kind of stood out to me today? Let's keep going here. So outside of the NVIDIA leadership, I'll kind of cover what was strong, what was weak in rapid fire, and I'll let the free members go. There's really not much to cover when the SPY had 28 million shares traded. But on the S&P, you had United Airlines up 14%, Delta Airlines up 6.8%, Morgan Stanley up 6.8%, Synchrony Financial up 5.7%, Walgreens up 5.3%, Universal Healthcare up again 5.3%, Vistra Energy up 5.2%, Discovery up 4.9%, U.S. Bancorp 4.8%, Dominion Energy 4.8%, Micron 4.6%, Constellation Energy 4.4%, Dexcom 3.8%, Cisco 3.7%, Arista Networks 3.39%, Molson Coors up 3.06, United Health 3%, Visa 2.8. So pretty broad rally on the S&P. The Nasdaq, you had Micron 4.5, Cisco 3.6. I think I already said that because they're in both. SMCI 2.7, Marvell 2.7, Lululemon 2.25. And just for shits and giggles, I've included the Russell 2000 in the show notes for premium members, but just to give you a sense, free members, you had things like Coro Biotech up 93%, Wave Life Sciences, ticker symbol WVE, up 74%, NewScale Power up 39%. I mean, the Russell's going to have these outlier moves because they're all small caps. What was weak? In the S&P, Agilent down 3.9, Revvity down 3.4, Applied Materials 3.4, Synopsys 3.4, KLA C Corp down again 3.13, Lam Research 3.02%, Erie Indemnity Company 2.7, Cadence 2.5, Citizens Financial Group 2.1. In the Nasdaq, you had ASML Holdings down again 6.7%, Applied Materials 3.3, Synopsys 3.2, Lam Research 3, MongoDB 2.8, and Cadence 2.51. So for free members, continue to watch the macro. We had a low volume session, so it's almost meaningless that we're up so much today. I mean, it was really light volume. So they can do what they want, just like, prices get ramped up overnight when we're all sleeping in the U.S. On low volume. So I take today's action with a grain of salt. Keep watching the forest, not the trees. I will see you all after the Thursday session. Free members, please stay on. I'm going to cover those 17 precious metal stocks with you today. That's my train.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.